Over 60? Then you need to hear this. Because the salts hiding in your kitchen might not just be flavoring your food. They could be silently draining your energy, stiffening your arteries, fogging your memory, and even stealing precious years of independence. That's right, what seems harmless on the surface could actually be a hidden danger working against your health every single day. Now, before you panic, let's be clear. This isn't about scaring you away from every grain of salt. Your body actually needs salt. In fact, certain salts, the right kinds, are absolutely essential for your nerves, muscles, and brain to function properly. The problem is, most people over 60 are eating too much of the wrong kinds of salt. And those salts, when they build up inside your body, can trigger problems like high blood pressure, weak bones, swollen joints, and dangerous fluid retention. Doctors and nutritionists have been warning about this for years, but the truth is that many of the most dangerous salts aren't the ones you automatically think of. They hide in packaged foods, fast meals, and even so-called healthy products. You might believe you're eating sensibly, but if you aren't paying close attention, you could be sprinkling toxins onto your plate 3 times a day without even realizing it. And here's the shocking part. Once you're over 60, your body doesn't handle excess salt the way it used to. Kidneys lose some of their natural efficiency. Blood vessels stiffen, bones become more fragile. The same amount of sodium that your body shrugged off in your 40s or 50s can now lead to dizziness, fatigue, and even sudden spikes in blood pressure. That's why doctors say salt sensitivity skyrockets as we age. But here's the good news, and it's why I want you to stay with me until the end of this video. Not all salts are harmful. In fact, there are certain salts that your body desperately needs more of, especially once you've passed that 60-year milestone. These natural mineral-rich salts can actually help balance your blood pressure, improve your digestion, strengthen your bones, and even keep your mind sharp. The key is knowing which salts to avoid at all costs, and which ones to add into your daily meal. So in today's breakdown, we're going to count down the 4 most dangerous salts you should never touch after 60, followed by the 4 essential salts you must eat daily if you want to protect your health, stay energized, and feel your very best in your golden years. And this isn't just my opinion. The recommendations I'll share are backed by leading nutrition experts and supported by science. Every claim, every danger, every benefit has been studied and confirmed by medical research. You'll hear exactly why these salts can either wreck your health or restore it, and by the end you'll have a clear doctor-approved plan you can start using immediately. Now, before we get into the specifics, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt puzzled when your doctor told you to watch your salt intake, but then didn't explain which salts were the real villains? Or maybe you've read about healthy salts online and wondered if that was just a marketing gimmick. You're not alone. Millions of seniors are caught in that exact confusion. That confusion ends today, because in just a few moments, you'll know the names of the salts that are silently putting your health at risk. You'll also discover the exact replacements you can use instead, salts that not only taste good, but actually nourish your body. Imagine being able to season your meals with confidence again, knowing that every sprinkle is working for your health, not against it. Imagine lowering your blood pressure naturally, keeping your joints flexible, and waking up with steady energy, just by making a few simple swaps in your spice cabinet. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about here. So buckle up, because what you're about to learn could change the way you look at salt forever. The 4 dangerous salts you should never touch. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive straight into the salts that can cause the most harm if you're over. These are the ones that seem innocent, but are quietly raising blood pressure, stressing your heart, and draining your bones. Pay close attention, because you may have one of these in your kitchen right now. Or worse, you may be eating them without even realizing it. Dangerous salt 1. Refined table salt. The first one is the most obvious, yet the most misunderstood. Refined table salt. This is the white, powdery salt you'll find in just about every restaurant salt shaker and on most household tables. It's cheap, it's heavily processed, and it's stripped of almost every natural mineral your body actually needs. Refined salt is bleached to look clean and uniform, then blasted with anti-caking agents so it pours smoothly. Those agents, chemicals like sodium ferrocyanide and aluminum silicate, aren't doing your health any favors. And the biggest problem, this salt is nearly 100% sodium chloride. No magnesium, no potassium, no trace minerals that balance your system, just raw sodium. For someone over 60, that's a recipe for trouble. High sodium intake without mineral balance increases water retention, spikes blood pressure, and forces your kidneys to work harder. The result? Swelling in your ankles and legs, fatigue and strain on your heart. The kicker is, most Americans eat far more table salt than they realize. Even if you don't add much at the table, it's hidden in canned soups, breads, cheeses, and frozen dinners. By the end of the day, many seniors are consuming double or even triple the recommended limit, all in the form of this lifeless chemical-laced table salt. Dangerous salt. 2. Processed salt in packaged foods. The second dangerous salt isn't sitting on your table, it's hidden in packaged and processed foods. Fast food fries, microwave meals, cold cuts, breakfast cereals, salad dressings, even diet-friendly snacks. They're all loaded with industrial-grade salt. Unlike natural salts that contain trace minerals, these processed salts are refined, bleached, and dehydrated to the point of being pure sodium chloride. Food manufacturers love them because they're cheap, easy to measure, and preserve food for longer shelf life. But your body doesn't love them. When you eat these hidden salts every day, your sodium intake goes through the roof. High sodium damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, stiffens arteries, and increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. It also pulls calcium out of your bones, leaving them weaker and more prone to fractures. A danger no one over 60 can afford to ignore. What makes this especially dangerous is the stealth factor. You don't always taste the salt because it's hidden behind sugars and flavoring. That means you could be eating 1,500 milligrams of sodium in a single frozen entree without even realizing it. It's like a slow drip of poison that builds up over time. Dangerous salt. 3. Pickling and curing salts. The third dangerous salt might surprise you. Pickling and curing salt. These are the salts used in preserved meats like bacon, ham, sausages, and deli slices. They aren't just high in sodium, they often contain nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives that react in your body to form carcinogenic compounds. Studies have linked regular consumption of processed meats to a higher risk of colorectal cancer, kidney disease, and heart problems. And once you're over 60, your body's natural defenses against these toxins aren't as strong as they once were. That makes the damage from these salts even more severe. Now I know what you're thinking, but I love bacon, and sure, it's tasty, but those hidden curing salts are a big reason why doctors strongly recommend seniors limit or avoid processed meats altogether. The combination of sodium overload, harmful preservatives, and artery-clogging fats makes them a triple threat. Dangerous salt. 4. Flavored or gourmet salts with additives. The fourth salt is the trickiest of all, flavored and gourmet salts with additives. These are marketed as fancy, healthier alternatives. Think garlic salt, celery salt, or pink seasoning blends. But here's the reality. Many of these products are still just refined table salt mixed with artificial flavorings, MSG, or even hidden sugar. For seniors trying to eat healthy, these salts can be especially misleading. You might think you're upgrading your meals, but you're still consuming the same dangerous sodium chloride, only with added chemicals. And MSG, often found in these blends, has been linked to headaches, dizziness, and fatigue in sensitive individuals. Worse, some of these salts are dyed to look exotic or appealing. That dye has no nutritional benefit, it's simply cosmetic. When you pay a premium for gourmet salts with additives, you're essentially paying more to damage your health faster. So there you have it. The 4 salts that people over 60 should never touch. Refined table salt, hidden salts in processed foods, curing salts in preserved meats, and fancy flavored salts loaded with additives. Each one may seem harmless in small doses, but over time, they chip away at your energy, your strength, and your independence. The truth is, avoiding these salts can make a massive difference in how you feel every single day. Seniors who cut them out often notice lower blood pressure, less swelling, clearer thinking, and more stable energy. It's like lifting a heavy burden off your body, one you didn't even realize you were carrying. And the best part, you don't have to give up salt altogether. In fact, your body still needs it. That's where the good news comes in, because next we're going to reveal the 4 essential salts you must eat daily to stay strong, sharp, and full of life after. The 4 essential salts you must eat daily. Now that we've exposed the 4 dangerous salts that quietly chip away at your health, it's time to shift gears. Because here's the truth, your body still needs salt, not the stripped chemical-laden kind found in processed foods, but natural salts, rich in minerals that fuel your heart, your brain, and your bones. For seniors over 60, choosing the right salts can be a game changer. These 4 essential salts don't just add flavor, they help regulate blood pressure, improve hydration, boost energy, and even protect against age-related decline. Think of them as nature's own supplements, built right into the Earth's crust and the sea. Let's break them down one by one. Essential salt 1. Himalayan pink salt. First on our list is Himalayan pink salt, often called the king of natural salts. This beautiful rose-colored salt comes from ancient sea deposits in the Himalayan mountains. Unlike refined table salt, it's minimally processed and contains over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Why is that important? Because those minerals balance out the sodium, making it easier on your body. Instead of spiking your blood pressure, pink salt can actually support better circulation. Seniors who switch to Himalayan salt often notice less bloating, more steady energy, and improved hydration. One reason is that pink salt helps your body hold on to water in a healthy way. Instead of causing swelling, it helps deliver water directly into your cells, keeping your joints cushioned and your skin hydrated. That's critical as you age, because dehydration is one of the leading causes of fatigue, confusion, and even falls in older adults. Adding Himalayan pink salt to your meals is simple. Sprinkle a pinch on steamed vegetables, soups, or salads. Use it in moderation, because while it's healthier, it's still salt. But make no mistake, this salt nourishes rather than depletes. So here we are, my friends. You've just discovered the truth about salts that most people will never know. 4 dangerous salts that slowly steal away your health, and life-giving salts that can rebuild your body, strengthen your heart, and add years of vitality to your golden years. Now I want you to take a moment and imagine yourself 1 year from today. Picture waking up in the morning with more energy, with joints that don't ache as much, with a heart that feels stronger, and with blood pressure numbers that surprise your doctor in the best way possible. Picture sitting down to a meal where every bite is full of flavor, but this time you know that the very salt you're sprinkling is nourishing your body instead of harming it. That vision can be your reality. And the best part, it doesn't take a miracle drug, a risky procedure, or a complicated diet plan. It just takes a simple swap out with the dangerous salts, and in with the salts your body was designed to thrive on. Small changes, big results. Many seniors think that health transformations require giant, painful sacrifices. But the truth is, it's usually the small, consistent changes that create the biggest impact. Replacing ordinary table salt with Celtic sea salt costs you nothing in terms of enjoyment. In fact, it will make your food taste better. Adding a pinch of Himalayan pink salt to your morning eggs isn't a punishment, it's a pleasure. Day by day, choice by choice, these swaps add up. You'll feel the difference in your digestion, your energy, and even your mood. The dangerous salts keep your body under silent stress. The healthy salts restore balance and calm. A word of encouragement: I know some of you may feel nervous about change. Maybe you've been cooking the same way for decades. Maybe your family is used to the salt shaker on the dinner table. But let me encourage you: change does not have to be scary. Start small. Replace one salt this week. Notice the difference. Then next week, add another. Before you know it, you'll have transformed your kitchen into a place of healing rather than harm. And remember, you're not alone. Millions of seniors worldwide are waking up to this truth. You are part of a new wave of people who are refusing to accept decline as the price of aging. You're showing that with the right knowledge and simple action steps, health in your 60s, 70s, and even 80s can be vibrant, strong, and full of joy. Take action today. Here's your simple action plan. Remove the table salt, processed salts, and chemical low-sodium substitutes from your home. Don't leave them as a temptation in the cupboard. Replace them with Celtic sea salt, Himalayan pink salt, black salt, or mineral-rich rock salt. Use them daily, in moderation, and notice how much more satisfying your meals become. If you live with family, invite them to join you. Health is always better when shared. Show them the difference in taste and explain why you made the switch. You'll not only improve your own life, but also protect the ones you love most. Final word: you have a choice today. You can keep doing what most people do, ignoring the dangers, clinging to old habits, and letting silent killers erode your health. Or you can take control, embrace wisdom, and choose the path of vitality. Remember, you are never too old to make a positive change. Every day is a new chance to heal, to strengthen, and to add more life to your years. And it starts with something as simple as the salt you put on your plate. So go ahead, open your cupboard, make the swap, and begin this new chapter of health, strength, and longevity. You deserve